Wonderful pancakes. Today we're going to revisit the Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu coin, the meme coin. They call it the real Bitcoin. Now, this is a coin which is as schizophrenic, psychopathic, impulsive, and mind-blowing as it gets. This meme coin changed the game. Now, of course, there are many meme coins in the meme coin category. We know the most famous one, Bitcoin, which was FU money, and then it morphed into something more mature. Then we had something like Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, monstrous returns, huge community growth. But now every once in a while, a meme coin comes to change up the game. There are different ways you can form a community, and if you can bootstrap it, it's fantastic. Now, if you go to Twitter, you type in Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu. I mean, it really is a schizophrenic, as I say, friends. As you can see, they have these most amazing memes. So this is the Citadel meme. They have a little Obama here. It gets to look really, really trippy. And I love how even the Sonic looks like there's something weird like this. What's going on here? Like, okay. Like, it's crazy, friends. It's crazy. They do things. I want you to look at this. If you're from any other community out there, you've got to switch off the part of your brain which says, I like it and I don't like it. Switch that side off. The side I want you to activate is the side that says, this grabs my attention. This is a weird, ugly looking cat. It grabs my attention. I want you to come down. These different pictures, I want you to have a look at them. I want you to see. What is this? What's this? A chastronaut. So like, I like seeing these, friends, because I'm telling you, whenever I look at these, it catches my eye. Like, I stop and I blink. I'm like, man, I've seen everything on the internet, friends. Like, absolutely everything. Like, oh my God, is this a religious type of thing? Oh my God. You see this weird, like... Okay. So see how this is crazy? It's like absolutely mind-blowing crazy. Like, okay, this is fantastic. But why I'm showing you this coin, friends, is it still goes under market cycles. Emotions, they are still applying to this coin. I've noticed complacency to continue in there. Thank you very much, friends, for liking, subscribing, pressing the bell button all as well. I made a previous video which went through this, and I mentioned that I think they had entered complacency, and this has confirmed it. So I made the video. This box was actually here. Why? I was talking about different people in the community, and their emotions had changed, and they weren't even aware of it. This coin went from absolutely nothing. I mean, it's really, really, really funny. I showed you the website. It's really, I do mean it's schizophrenic, psychopathic, and all these, right? And I noticed, I was like, wait a minute, the energy has changed a bit. It's complacent. They're now comfortable. They're looking at the candles sinking, and they're like, well, it's fine, man. Like, we're on top of the moon. This is what happens in markets. I want you to understand this, because their minds are still down here. Their minds are still thinking about, wow, we were just like 1 million market cap, and then we went up to like 100 and something million. Wow, we did like 100x. Their mindset is still in there. They're not looking at the retracement. They're not looking at, wait a minute, we dropped down 60, 70% from the high. This is very important because it follows the Wall Street cheat sheet. So I even noticed recently on Twitter as well, people were talking about not worrying about this coin because they saw it do this part. You see this part? It went up, it went down, and then it's back up. They actually saw this move. It went up, down, back around. They saw it up, down, back around. They're actually talking about those specific moves. So now they're like, well, it's just going to do it again. But I want you to know, and you can now see something else is going on. So it's a great meme. They changed the game. They did. And I really do mean they changed the game, friends. So don't get any emotional reaction. You're just going to see some really weird stuff, you know, like adult material. This is the type of things you want to see. Then I bought the ticker Bitcoin. So they took it to the next level, all right? In real life, the founder got out, drugs, started smoking it. Yes, started smoking crack, like illicit substances. They also had other members painting themselves completely in blue, and they would just run around the backyard and they would put on a mask and they say, look at this, friends, look at this, see, it's really weird and like, ugh, what's going on here? This is something to take note of, okay? They try to grab attention. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is actually genius. This is genius. Okay. So see what I mean? See what I mean? Like I'm going here, I'm looking at these memes, man. Now, please, I'm not buying it. I don't own it. I'm just we're here to learn. Here to learn like what is grabbing my attention? What's grabbing people's attentions when we go through? Look how long I've gone through. If you go watch me go through any other meme coins, we don't have anything. Oh my God, is this Obama surfing to do this to the basketball? Yeah, this is really good, by the way, man. This is really good. So it's very hard to keep your attention. Okay, this is one of the girls. Look at, she painted herself blue. This isn't Photoshop. She actually painted herself blue, and yeah, it's real life. They're going around in real life. They got the red lipstick, and they did this. So this is something. If you're part of a community, this is how you punch through the noise. You got to punch through the noise. And this is what's most important. We're here, you understand network effects, building bridges, building connections. In a world of oversaturated meme coins, there are techniques you can do to build these connections. This community showed you what was possible. You know, you also had Peppy. Peppy went up heaps, but Peppy was an established meme. These guys made this out of nothing. So we can take the best parts from everything and we can apply them. What do they do? All right. Now, you know, everyone here, you're from different communities. There's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum, we got doggy coins, we have Pulse Chain, Hex, Chainlink. It is what it is. But I don't care what the technology is. I don't care. I know they change the world. I know it's fantastic, yada, yada. Yeah, we understand this. But at the end of the day, you need more people. You need more people to care. You gotta get their attention. That's what it is. It's a game. It's a game. You gotta put more people in the game. And I think it's fantastic to see that someone was able to do it right. And, you know, there are a lot of copycats, by the way. They already started with the other fake tickers, but you can't just emulate these because eventually, I know these things are great, but eventually they get old. So if you know a friend, artist, video maker, you want to impact change, go for your life, you know. Unfortunately, with Bitcoin, we now know, all right, Bitcoin is not cheap like this. This is the total altcoin index. And we're hoping that this big fat red arrow plays out. And I know it's not even a log chart. I mean, I really, really, really hope we pump it up here. That's all we can do, hope. But Bitcoin, once upon a time, was early. Bitcoin, you could affect change. You really could. Now, the game of this, you didn't even need those types of memes. Even though they were around, you had magic internet money and all these other imagination type of things going out. But now Bitcoin has 200 million people. There's nothing we can do, man. I know we spread the word and we like, you say, yeah, it's great, fix the money, fix the world. But you can't knock back that fact. There's 200 million people. Like, even if I went and recruited 2 million people, which is insane, by the way, you would be the number one influencer in crypto if you recruited 2 million people you're following. That's to show you. You get to the top, you still can't impact its price. Isn't that fascinating to know? That's why there's actually always a financial incentive for people to keep making new communities. But then you got to be careful because what's their time frame? I always tell you, please think about the time frame of the people you're with, the idea that you're with. Are they in for 1 day? Are they in for 1 month? Are they in for 1 year? Are they in for 10 years? I want you to think about where you stand in each of these because this will give you the conviction you need to hold through these big tough times going down. Now, when it comes to something like Real Ticker Bitcoin, which is Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, Inu, I have no doubt when it goes down, whatever they did in their schizophrenic way to keep it alive, they'll keep it alive. But I still want you to know, no matter how powerful these memes are, you can't stop people's emotions. Why? Because there's literally chemicals going through their body. Their neurotransmitters are firing off. They had the euphoria up the top. They conquered everything. They're like, wow, we actually made it. Now they're in the complacency phase. You know, eventually that the cycle is just going to rinse itself out. You're going to have this anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation. It breaks my heart. I don't like seeing this. But if it does play out, there's unfortunately going to be people saying like, oh, wow, you let more than $10,000 ride in this coin where the founder smokes crack on the camera and everybody's schizophrenic and you didn't take profit. You're going to hear those words, and unfortunately, they will affect the mentality of people. That's why, from the bottom of my heart, I tell you, you have to think about long-term mindset communities and latch on, man, latch on. because you don't know what tomorrow holds, but you better assume it's a down fat red candle. You want people to still be there, okay? But this is a good example to show you what's required, how you start building. As the market cap, as the valuation of your network gets bigger, you're going to need more and more people to be defending the sanctity of that community. And you know what? There's always people on the inside who kind of got in early. They will want to do it. But how much effort are they going to put in? And how much change can you affect yourself, right? And do you even have a financial incentive? See, I don't. Maybe they're going to watch this video. Maybe they can learn something. I think they're doing something great. They're just going to have to change the narrative for the next cycle so they can continue if and when Bitcoin and Ethereum continue the cycle higher for the rest of the crypto market. Because at the end of the day, you know crypto is all about narratives. Why? It's a game. We know, friends. Go play any adventure game. There's level 1. You start off in the quests. You go to the quest, go to the caves, fight the dungeons. You continue throughout the game. There's a final boss. Right now we have Gary Gensler, the guzzler himself. He's the final boss of crypto. Once he's defeated, we're going to get another bigger one. All right, and we're going to get another bigger one. There's going to be betrayals and these themes keep coming. And you always need a bad boss to take on. We do, friends. You know who understands this? Rappers. You know, rappers will get feuds between them and other rappers. They'll try to get them to be noticed so their popularity can rise. Because once there's a battle, people pick a side. If someone hates the other dude, they'll come to you by default. All right. Like, for example, there are a lot of people who don't like Donald Trump. Imagine you ran against Donald Trump. People would vote for you just to take him down. You would have literally millions of people in America who will vote for you. You've done nothing. You're just sitting on your squeaky chair in your fluffy slippers with your pointy elbows doing nothing, right? So this is something to think about. And I want to use this example, right? XRP hit $1.97 when they were fighting the SEC. When they defeated the SEC, they could only hit 92 cents and then they dropped 50% instantly. Something to think about. What happened here? It's wild. Wait a minute. We had a big boss. We hit $1.97. We defeated the boss. We're down at 49 cents. Huh? It actually went down to 44 cents. What is going on? Well, look, we know liquidity bonding, Bitcoin, price sentiment, all the network effects, right? But they all get summarized in the story. They all get summarized in the story, friends. That's where it all comes down to. This story and this narrative. Now, me and you, we can't control it. We can't control it. I just want you to know, what part of the narrative are we at? Are we in the shaky knees part, the schizophrenic, everything's going to fall apart section of the movie? That's always the middle, right? There's always a conflict. When you start feeling euphoria, you've defeated the boss. We just think the game's starting. It's not. When you get euphoria, people are partying naked, right? They've taken off their fluffy slippers, dare I say. There is no more boss, okay? The credits are now rolling. So we have to use this imagery. When we use this imagery, put it in our head, we increase the probability we're going to make the right decision at the right time. That's all that we're coming down to, okay? Because you can just look at a chart and go buy low, sell high. But we're here for a reason. We can see it on Twitter. People reflect all their emotions before all the government or the manipulation comes in. We're going to be able to take advantage of it, and that's what we want, okay? Now, of course, I haven't mentioned here, narratives really, even though they're important, do they really matter as much as we think? Well, they appear. We can't control them, yet how do we interpret it? Well, they come based off the color of the candle. All right, so that's everything I've taught you. Everything I've taught you is, give me red candles, I'll make you a bad boss. Give me green candles, I'll tell you a victory story. That's it. That is it. Simple as that, and you know it. Look at this whole chart. It's exactly what it is. When XRP was going up, there were pump groups. There were pump groups who wanted to fight against the SEC and take the... Mr. Raymond's even explaining at that time. I was in XRP at the time it happened. It was just wild what was going on. I've never seen it again. People came together and organized a massive pump to stick it to the man. Price went from 30 cents to 70 cents like in a day. XRP army pulled people from meme poop coins. So this is something to think about, friends. The colors of the candle matter the most. And that's what we're ultimately playing for. So if we can read the story, at least get an idea of how it's playing out. We know regions of being cheap, which is the depression where we are now, And we'll be able to contrast that with regions of selling, euphoria, exit time. Okay. You know exactly what to do when the time comes. Like, subscribe, bell button, all. Tell mom and dad we do love and appreciate. I'm going to catch you in the next one.